For our layer, we prepare several glasses with dice and flour cotton sticks in them. Rub a dry egg with a napkin and fix it with rubber, or you can tighten it more quickly so that it's convenient for you to hold the egg in your hands. We paint random on all sides. It's more beautiful if you use several colors. You can apply a spot as densely as possible on top of each other. They may even overlap and you can apply less often. It will depend on the intensity of color. Allow the eggs to dry and then remove the napkins and see the result. But only for decorative eggs. To make the egg decorative while it is still fresh and not boiled, we shake it off and with a sharp object make 2 holes at the top and bottom of the egg. And then either blow or shake out the contents into a bowl. Then we need nail polish and disposable gloves. In a bowl, pour hot water. Pay attention to hot water because in the cold some may sink to the bottom of the water. Surface drop a few drops or varnish. The more varnish, the darker and denser and drawing will be. You can take one color or more. If you want to get less stains on the egg, add a few drops or vegetable oil to the varnish. Drop the egg in the water so the lacquer film coats the shell. If necessary, you can do 2 or 3 dipping exercises to evenly colored egg. For drying, you can make this kind of foam structure and toothpicks. And the varnish dries very quickly and results in such a beautiful marbled color. This method is sure to please children. In a glass we dilute the dyes. We need only 2 colors, yellow and blue. For convenience, you can use a whisk and place the egg in it. And dipping in the dye, but only to the middle, hold for about a minute. Take it out and let the egg dry. In principle, if there is no whisk, can be held with hands. And using the whisk, be careful when taking the egg because there are many rain such tricks. We made blue pants for the minions. Now it's the same way we paint the other halves of the eggs in yellow and also let dry. Next, you will need to draw the eyes in the store. I found this set. It has ready-made eyes, but you can do without it. For example, cut circles out of white duck type or draw circles in white gouache. A marker outline eyes and draw glasses like minions. And we get here our cute minions. We dilute the dyes according to the instructions and color the eggs. I use liquid dyes and keep the eggs for 1 to 2 minutes. We need the most common monochrome coloring. Let the eggs dry and then we need white gouache and a brush, or instead of brush you can use a cotton swab. Draw the piece and let the paint dry. For convenience you can use pots or cups from plastic bottles. After drying, gouache is not smeared and does not stain your hands. This is the gentle spring version of egg coloring. All we need is an egg white, a brush and a paper napkin with a beautiful pattern. I have cut out a few blanks of the napkin options. Gluing can be different. For example, you can cut out just one picture and glue it to the center of the egg, leaving all the rest of the space white. You can choose a picture so that it represents the composition, and you can completely cover the egg napkins, selecting with matching images. With one napkin enough for several eggs. So as I said, the way is very budget. General, in my opinion, a very good replacement for the store stickers, and the next version of painting is the easiest and also enjoy the children. It needs only eggs and a black marker and draw a nice faces. And you can make wreath for them out of fresh herbs, it would be very nice. We put the egg on a stand. I will use the lid of a plastic bottle. For this method is the best use liquid dyes, apply them to the egg, creative watercolor strips. It's very beautiful when the colors begin to blend together. The way of dyeing cannot be called economical, but in fact 3 tubes of dye for a dozen eggs is enough. For example, Steve has so much paint left after the eggs, and yet look how much pictured and artistic the eggs look. We need a narrow glass, pour a little water and vinegar and dye. Easy to use liquid dyes, dip the egg in the glass and hold for 2 minutes. Then add a little water and again wait a little and so gradually and more until the egg is completely hidden under water. Wait another 30 seconds and we have here as a beautiful gradient. You can hold the egg for 13 to 14 seconds and a drop at a time in small portions. The egg will be light and with many transitions, and the more the egg lies in the water, the richer color it will be. Dip the brush or cotton swab in the butter and make chaotic strokes on the egg. Butter should be at room temperature. The more stroke, the more white spots on the egg. Dip the egg in a glass with dye and keep a few minutes. I kept for 3 minutes and here such beauty has turned out. If you use liquid dye, then to save you can add a few drops of new color to the existing color and get other shades. You can apply just a little butter and then get this effect. Or just color the egg first and then color it with butter and dip in again. Then you get a color like this. And for the last method, we need a thin masking tape or scotch. Paste it on the egg in a circle along the sides of the diagonal, as the imagination dictates. Most important, glue as tightly as possible that under the masking tape did not leak paint. And we dilute the dye and lay out so that one not sealed part at the second on the surface. Wait 2 to 3 minutes. And then take the eggs out and let them dry while changing the color of the paint. For example, adding a couple of drops of blue to make it purple. And lower the opposite sides, wait a couple of minutes, let the eggs dry out and remove the tape.